dropcast. We are having a chance to talk to a very great artist today, and I've been fanboying so hard on her. And it's Anne Benjamin, so I'm really excited to talk to her about the great pieces. One is up. You can't see it, but it's over there. But you've seen it other times when I had it up, so it's just a great piece, and this is one of the many things we're going to talk about. So yeah, let's welcome her. Anne, welcome. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I can't complain. I mean, it's early for you. It's a little later for me here, and finally off COVID. So
Yeah, how
glad
was
it's
your
happening.
experience with it?
It was okay. I mean, I guess I had like a mild form of it, so I still
Yeah,
have a little bit of a cough, but nothing to worry about. So
did
I'm glad it's over. Have you had it, or are you still good and free?
I miraculously have not had it. Um, I don't know. Good. Even like my daughter just started school this year,
hmm
and we've managed to not get it.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I
I
had
don't know.
like 2.5 years or whatever, how long whenever it started, and I'm a teacher by day,
Oh
so
yeah,
so yeah, I'm lucky that it kind of hit now, but still crazy though. And I heard tomorrow, tomorrow, no, on Friday. That's when they change all the weird laws for it. So it's now basically you don't have to wear a mask anymore, like going to the supermarket or anything. You don't have to wear a mask in class anymore. It's like really crazy. But like the testing goes up, but you don't have to wear a mask. It's like I don't
I
know. I
know.
still don't get it yet.
Yeah, we just like the school mandate for wearing masks for all the kids and staff to wear
hmm
masks ended like a couple of weeks ago. And like the night before that ended, I mean, we were kind of just planning to have her continue wearing a mask anyways, just
Yeah.
because it doesn't cause a problem for her. She like is not really aware of it.
hmm
But like the night before this goes down, like we get the standard email, somebody in your
Yeah.
class has COVID, so for now you have to still keep on wearing your mask. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, like it's still going around.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
it's kind of weird, but yeah, I will wear the mask at least, and let's see how it goes, and then, but I will still wear it anyways, even though I just got it. But better safe than
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. I feel I was like really bracing for to get it over Christmas break with all the Omicron surge.
hmm
Just kind of like I don't know, like the feeling you have when you have to like get a shot or something. But
Yeah,
yeah, somehow we managed to not have gotten it. But I don't know.
yeah. Fingers
Probably
crossed.
crazy luck.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. You will be lucky and one of the few ones that make it through without any incident.
Hmm.
Alrighty, so let's do our first round here, and that's a speed round. I gave you a little heads up that it is going to happen. I'll give you 10 things, or 10 words, or 10 questions, and you will have to answer them as quickly as you can. But if you have to go into a more elaborate story, that's also very cool because sometimes these stories don't come up during the interview part, and this is always fun to hear.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start
Do
off.
I get a buzzer?
What's that?
Do I get a buzzer?
No, you just answer right away. Okay, so first up, what's your favorite karaoke go-to song?
Oh my God. I used to do a lot of Patsy Cline songs back in the day.
All right, all right.
I haven't done karaoke in a long time, but
Do you want to?
yeah, I would love to. There's a few places in Chicago that are like more uh, like very Korean or Japanese.
Hmm.
Like they have the little room with the phone to order stuff, and those are a lot of fun just to have your own private room for.
Yeah. Are they open or what's the situation?
I don't know. I don't know because I haven't like thought about doing it in a while, but um.
Okay, so if you're gonna do it, I want to picture and tag me in it. Put it on the
Oh,
gram.
okay.
All right. Next up is what's your favorite seat in the cinema?
I like to be, I don't know if, do you guys have the like bottom and then the like the stadium seating? I usually like
Yeah.
to be like center in
Set
that first row so I get
like
my
in the
feet up
front
on the
or
arms. The what?
like in the front, you mean? Like first row in the front or?
No, like there's like, like the flat seating
Oh,
and
okay.
then there's like the stadium seating that goes up.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
we have that all the
usually they
way.
have a,
We have all the way stadium seating, so no flat seats.
oh, yeah. Well, usually there's like some flat seats and then halfway back is like the stadium seating.
Okay.
And then usually I like to sit in the
Yeah, middle, right?
front of that stadium. So,
Yeah, okay, okay, cool. Next up is what's your favorite color?
probably green
All
or
right,
red.
all right, all right. I mean, you got a lot of red in your artwork, so yeah, that
Yeah.
fits. Do you have a favorite author?
Um, I I'd say Tolkien.
All right, that's a good choice. I'm actually teaching Tolkien in my one of my classes in my
Oh, really?
English class. Yeah, we're talking about The Hobbit right now and like reading it and acting it out sometimes. So it's like a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I a few years ago I went through the Lord of the Rings books and that was nice. I
Indeed.
also did some audio book listening for that,
Yeah,
which is pretty entertaining.
it is. Check out the Silmarillion if you like really into the lore because the Silmarillion is really cool to like get like this. It feels like basically like a Bible,
Oh,
um,
yeah.
like a Bible to Middle Earth and the world. So that's really cool. But it's not like religious, but it's like a big history kind of book.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new series?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm really excited. I just wonder what they're all going to put in there. I mean, we kind of know a little bit about it so far, but yeah, I'm excited to see which part of the Silmarillion and like which stories we have heard and which we have not heard, and like how they translate that basically. So that's really cool. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay, and portrait or landscape?
Portrait.
Okay. Um, Samurai or ninja?
Oh, samurai.
All right. What would be your other job if you haven't been an artist?
Um, I enjoy gardening a lot, so maybe something like that, but I don't know.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
if I like think about it practically, I don't think I'd have the stamina for to be like a legit farmer.
Okay, okay, fair enough. But I mean, you could be like a landscape artist,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
did during the pandemic. I did a lot of landscaping in our yard. Like
Hmm.
I look back and I'm like, wow, I like moved a lot of stones and bricks and gravel.
There you go. Seems like
Yeah,
you have the stamina for that, definitely.
yeah.
Um, what song is on heavy rotation right now, or like an album or something like that?
Um, I don't know.
Tough question.
I've been watching a lot of. I haven't been listening to anything
Podcast maybe.
specific, but I've no, I've been rewatching Seinfeld
All right, all right.
this past month, so that's kind of been in the background as I work. Um, just because I was getting too depressed with everything
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
and needed
But
something.
do you listen to music while you work, or is it just videos?
Yeah, I do listen to music. It's kind of like a wide range of stuff. I've been listening to some Indian like music and
Hmm.
kind of like what's her name? Mm, that kind of like 60s like country sad lady songs like
Okay, okay, okay.
Connie Francis, not Connie Francis, but like there's a bunch of other.
Was it Patti LaBelle? No, that's she's a jazz singer, right? I'm not sure right now. Maybe I'm talking.
No, I don't. I
um, Okay, let's move on. Maybe if you get it, let's let us know. And next one would be you got like a favorite holiday destination.
Um, I mean, I really like Italy, but I haven't been there in like 25 years.
Hey, there you go. Maybe that's the next big vacation when this.
Yeah,
When,
I'm always like, oh, I should try to get like some kind of artist residency over the summer
Mhm.
just so I can drag my family over there,
That sounds
hang
good.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah. And last but not least, do you have like a favorite tale or mythology you're really drawn to?
I mean, I do like Lord of the Rings and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And then there's some like Nordic um, tales that I really
Yeah.
found interesting.
I have to say, I listened the other day. There's this one podcast. I don't know if you have heard of it. It's called Mythology or and Tales. There's like they are from Parcast, and they do like every I don't know like once a week they have like a new episode, and they go through a tale or some sort of mythology story, and like basically talk to you about it like 45 minutes or whatever, however long they are. It's also really good, and they have like this Finnish one, but I've always forgot the name of the book. It's like this big book that like even Tolkien used it as well. There's some Finnish tale, and they had this tale about this like there was like kind of hero guy, and there was also a wizard in it, and it totally sounded like Gandalf and everything, and like even the evil stuff in there is like that's like really cool. So yeah, that's something if you're into Tolkien, especially. Yeah, that's something you should check out. The Finnish one. It's
Yeah.
something with a K, but I forgot what it was called. I think,
Mm.
but
I don't
it's really good. It's like a book. It's like if you Google Finnish mythology, and then you'll find it right away.
Yeah.
Definitely sure. Alrighty. So this is basically it. So you've done very well for the speed round here. And let's move over to some posters because I said in my little announcement that I want to talk about your wonderful graduate poster. This is the regular version for or the US version for this poster. It came or was released by Mondo, and Nautilus Art had the European one. That's why I only have the European one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really great print. Tell me, how did this come about?
Um, well, I had talked to Nautilus about working together, and they um, proposed doing a poster for The Graduate. Um, and like this movie's had a lot of alternative posters made for it, like through Mondo, and then
Mm.
Laurent did one through Nautilus, and I maybe some other ones. But
Yeah, Rory did the one that turned out to be the 4K or
yeah,
deep like the release, the anniversary release.
yeah, that's really nice. The jungle
Yeah, yeah,
scene.
exactly. Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, there's a lot of really nice posters for this, and most of them, I think all of them focus on the affair with Anne Bancroft.
Mm.
Um, so I kind of wanted to do something different, just because that had been kind of done. Um, I did have like one sketch that went towards that way, but I kind of like, and I'm not sure if I presented that to them. But
Okay.
anyways, I always liked that end scene, and just the way that perspective of you know they get on the bus, and then all those like great characters are turning back and like just looking at them like in confusion, and some of them look like angry,
Mm.
like they know he stole the bride or something. And so I kind of wanted to show that, and I think initially I might have had them both looking forward, so you didn't really see them. But
Mm.
um, I think Jack suggested to show more of uh, Dustin Hoffman's profile because they did have likeness rights in this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy here looking at Dustin Hoffman here. I mean, you see so little, but you see right away that's him. It's like I don't know. It's like very the way you captured it. It's like spot on. It's can't miss it.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a distinctive looking guy with that like thick neck and the nose, of course.
Yeah,
But
yeah, but
she was really hard. She was kind of hard to capture.
mhm.
Just I don't think I had like a great um reference photo
Mhm.
for that uh, exact pose. Like I have like kind of like the shot of her, but it's from the front.
Mhm.
Um, so that took a while to get that right. But
Yeah. Um, why did you decide to do or like what's the difference in terms of the color version? I mean, we only in the variant we see that definitely the bus is a different color, but why was the choice for the bus on the other one? Like this is the school bus color basically, and the other one is more like grayish. What was the choices there? I don't remember if it was in a movie like this or
I think in the movie it's like this kind of um, dirty orange yellow color.
yeah, the school bus kind of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but they wanted to do a variant, and I guess like I had just seen like there's like that like vintage kind of like
Mm.
dirty green um, that you see on like vintage machinery or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
vehicles. So that's kind of where that color came from, and I'm not sure. I can't remember how we adjusted some. I think the characters had more red in them or something
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's yeah, exactly. I think it
Yeah,
fits more than the color of the back of the hair here, like this kind of reddish tone in
yeah,
terms of the
yeah,
skin color. So yeah, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful poster, and I'm really happy that I got it. I don't know if they're still available over at Nautilus, the European version, because I think the US version is sold out. But that's
I think they do have. I think now. I mean, last I checked, I think they still do have copies, and I have some APs still available through my site.
yeah, so people, if you want one, because this is a beautiful, beautiful poster, go head over there to Anne's shop and pick one up if you're in the US, and if you want to save a little bit on shipping, and go to the European variant
Yeah,
because that's always these days shipping is way too expensive.
yeah. I'm having like trouble right now figuring out how to do international shipping. Like somehow something changed, and
Yeah.
like the only way I can ship through like US post office is through like the priority
Hmm.
um,
What is
instead
it?
of just the regular standard
Yeah.
international.
What is it
And
now?
I don't know.
40?
Hmm?
Is it like how much is it now? 40, $50 or?
Well, like for example, I was just testing something yesterday, and it was like usually to ship to UK from here, like um, I'm not sure, maybe the bigger size tubes
Hmm.
was like 23 to $25, but for some reason I can't figure out how to get the option to do that anymore. It's just letting me do like priority or express, which
Okay.
ends up being more like $70. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
so I don't know. I'm kind of like in limbo. I'm like want to release some APs soon, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do because
Yeah. Maybe talk to some of the other artists if they have like if they haven't found a cheaper way. Or sometimes in the Facebook groups people can help. Or maybe ask Mondo to like if they can ship them with theirs out or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into like maybe if there's like a distributor that I can work with.
Hmm.
EU.
I heard
Um,
like pirate something with pirate. I think in the US somebody was using the other day, and or I think they had like they price it more now because it's tubes also. But if you put it in a box or something like that, the tube in this box, it's cheaper than shipping the tube.
oh, yeah, maybe there's some kind of standardized. I've seen like the post office has like those triangular
Yeah, exactly, and
things.
yeah, and put the tube in there. I think it's
Yeah.
cheaper than actually shipping the tube because like the handling is more expensive. I don't, because I think the machine can't do it or something like that.
Oh, they roll around. I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
something like
So
that. But
I'm
it's like super weird. So
I don't, I mean, I hate kind of like that part of my job, like that administrative stuff.
I
It's
bet,
just
I bet.
takes so much time, and I just rather, you know, do the
Be
creative.
hands on. Yeah. um, let's talk about that. How did it all start out? I mean, did you go to university for this? Is it learning by doing? How did it all start?
Well, I went to school for graphic design,
Hmm.
and and I and like while I was doing that, I took a lot of like more like drawing and some printmaking classes. So I was kind of interested in the printmaking stuff. Um, and then after school, I got, a couple of different design jobs. Um, and at the same time, there was like in 2003, I don't know if you know Screwball Press. They're like
Yeah, I think I heard of him.
Steve Walters in Chicago. He's kind of like the godfather of printing in Chicago. Like a lot of
Mm.
screen printers here learned through his shop. Like he would offer like how-to classes, and then once you kind of learn that, like he offered like the use of his studio and screens and equipment,
Mm.
kind of like a community press. And so I learned how to screen print through that, and then kind of through that I got some gig poster jobs through like local venues.
Mm.
That's kind of like where the poster thing started.
All right. Was that when you were going to school for graphic design? Was that the focus you were going into, like doing this kind of stuff, or was the like I don't know children's books? Because sometimes I mean, you have multiple illustrations that go like or seem like they could be in a children's book.
Um, yeah, I mean, I kind of always liked children's books illustrations. My high school art teacher, he kind of was a big influence on me.
Hmm.
He had done some children's book illustration, so I always kind of liked that idea. But the school that I went to was a state college, and their design program was pretty good. But really, like we just there wasn't like I think maybe I had like a year of illustration classes, but it wasn't like very intensive. They were the school I went to, and I don't know if it was just the time period, but they were really into like Swiss minimalist
Okay.
design.
Yeah.
And so it's like way different. Like we got like chastised for doing anything like de decorative that
That's
wasn't
crazy.
like Helvetica.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it was like a really different scene in terms of like what was thought to be good design.
Yeah. Did
I mean,
you
now it's just all over, but
Did you finish school in terms of that, or did you just say because that's not me, I want to do something else?
No, I finished school. And then after that, I worked at this really strange, it was like an in-house design firm
Hmm.
that was pretty dysfunctional now looking back, but it was kind of interesting. It's, and then I worked for like a stationery company that had they did like a lot of custom products or like their own products,
Hmm.
paper source. And that's kind of where I got into like designing custom stationery, like wedding invitations and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, and around the same time I was like learning screen printing with Steve, I also got my hands on an old letterpress. So
Hmm.
I had that at my studio and started like doing print jobs. I also was working at a letterpress and bookbinding studio. I was like their printer. Um, so I kind of fell into that stationery, custom stationery world.
Hmm.
Um, and I did that for a few years until I got sick of it. And then I kind of, since then, I've been focusing on more like illustration and poster work.
Did this stationary stuff influence you a lot in terms of your style that we see in your posters nowadays?
Yeah, um, like, I would be doing like I did a lot of like custom wedding invitations, and they
Mm.
kind of tended to be very like, they're not like just, centered type on white paper. They were like more poster and very illustrated.
Mm.
Um, so I would say like my poster, like the gig poster stuff would influence the in- like the invitation work, and then kind of vice versa. But I don't know. The gig posters were always nice just because you had like free reign in terms of subject matter, so
Yeah.
you could really explore things you wanted to do. And you know, at least when I was starting out doing that, I primarily worked for this one venue in Chicago called Shoe Buzz, and they were like my client, so they'd tell me, you know, basically you just get free reign. I don't even know if I think I don't even know if I submitted sketches. I might have just been like, here it is, because they would just pay you like really pittance for, the prints. So
Yeah.
you're doing like the design and the screen printing for like a couple $100s, and
Mm.
then they get like, whatever, 100, 200 prints,
Yeah.
and then you would get like however many APs, like 30
Mm.
APs that you could sell. And a lot of times you could go to the show and sell them there.
Mm.
Um, so that was kind of like how you would make money, but it was really, I think things are different now in terms of how people are getting paid.
That's I think that changed definitely,
Yeah.
but that sounds really interesting. I mean, where I mean, not I don't know. I don't want to like judge on the scene, but I think there are a lot of people that got into this hobby kind of late that they didn't know or don't know that this all started, like the screen printing stuff from the poster gig poster scene, and yeah, that's where mondo
Yeah.
comes from, and like I got established from that part. And yeah, it's really interesting. And we still have galleries like collections, and they do the music posters, which are pretty cool. Yeah, but it's great that people get to know and get to hear some stories how it was back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, it was, I don't like, I've never, I've never had that many good poster jobs, but yeah, it's a hard living, like if you're doing the printing as well. I don't
Hmm.
know. I haven't done printing in a long time, and I just kind of it's a very like difficult job and process, and
Hmm.
a lot of frustration occurs, like
Yeah.
problems with your press, problems with color matching is just like too stressful for me. So I'm kind of glad to pass that part off
That's awesome.
nowadays.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about some movies here. What was the last movie or that you have seen or a TV show?
Well, I just watched yesterday. I watched the Our Flag Means Death,
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, the pirate show. Did
the
you watch
TV.
it the full season yet or?
Yeah, I started a while ago, and then I kind of binge watched most of the rest of it yesterday. And I didn't realize that it was like I thought it was like a limited series.
Mhm.
So at the end, I was like, oh no, I gotta wait until the next season.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time watching it. This is like the first couple of days of COVID when I was out last week. That's what I
Mhm.
binged. So that was
Yeah.
really good time. And I think it was I saw this article today which was talking about queer baiting, and I think that was really interesting to look at it this way. This show is the exact opposite. It's not doing. It's not doing a queer baiting. It's just giving you what you expect, and not just like a weird happy end kind of situation. So I really enjoyed it. A happy end in terms of people that don't want to see queer things happen.
Oh yeah. It was really like it just felt like so I don't know natural. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
the like I don't know. They like and I liked how that they didn't like um bill it as like it's a gay romance.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah. It's like how
people.
it probably
Like
was.
you know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't know, normalizes like things, and I thought I was really impressed by it.
Yeah, it was a really good show. I can't wait for season two. And
You know,
I saw also another article which had like focused on all the people that show up in the show and like in their real life characters. So that's also really interesting. I think it was on Collider or something. And yeah, it was a good article to see like the
oh
actual
yeah,
people.
oh you mean like comparing to like the old actual
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
pirates that
exactly. I mean, Blackbeard is pretty obvious, but also the Gentleman Pirate, Stede Bonnet, was real. So there was, I mean, I think I heard the name before, but I had to look it up again. And but also Spanish Jackie is a kind of thing that happened, and
uh,
Calico Jack, the pirate, is played by is it Will Arnett? I think it's Will Arnett is his name. Yeah, who comes by and just wants Blackbeard back for himself, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
they,
So this is a real pirate also as well. It's like really interesting, but yeah, and how they put it together. So, and they also mentioned kind of little tidbits that it can happen in season two because they didn't touch upon that in season one. So that's awesome.
yeah, that um all of my like a lot of my pirate knowledge comes from my daughter like watching Octonauts
Hmm.
and because they have a character, I think his name's Calico Jack, and that
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
like grandfather to Quasi, the cat pirate.
Yeah, I think also was it I think Calico Jack was also based on Treasure Island. The pirate in Treasure Island is based on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or was it Izzy Hands? I don't know. Could be Izzy Hands as well. One of the
Oh,
two is
yeah.
based on that. I'm not sure.
I really like that his character too.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen that actor before, but
he was in the Batman.
he did great in that role.
I heard just that he was in Batman. So that's like the Batman, the new one. So oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
haven't seen
haven't
it
seen
yet. Okay.
no. We
Uh,
just watched the new Spider-Man.
all right. Yeah. Have you been to the movies yet lately, or
What? What?
have you been to the movies lately?
Um, they had these like private theater rentals that
Hmm.
we've done a couple times.
Okay.
Uh, So somebody, what did we? Oh, we saw Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did that, and then we rented a theater for like the Green Knight,
Mm-hmm.
um, during the summertime, and then we also did that to see Encanto for my
Mm-hmm.
daughter's birthday. We
Oh,
just rented a movie theater to see that, and it's like not as much as you think. It's like if you get like a good number of people, it's
yeah.
totally worth it. And it was a really nice experience. But I mean, I'd feel comfortable going to a movie now. I'd definitely wear a mask, but
Mm.
yeah, I really want to see the new Doctor Strange. I'm not sure when that comes out, March
I
or
mean, March is over, but
oh yeah,
should it be? But yeah, it should be soon, right? Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, somewhere next month. I think April, definitely.
multiverse one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it should be there soon. Um, is there any other like do you have like a favorite movie that you always go back to and watch? It's like something that has been out for ages. I don't know. For me, it's Star Wars. So.
Mm, I don't know. I like a lot of like period films, and
Hmm.
I've watched like A Room with a View like a million times. Just I don't know.
You want to do a poster for that, or have you already?
No, no. I mean, I haven't done it, but I don't know how what the market is for.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it for yourself, like a tribute piece, like you know,
Yeah, I have tried to draw. What's her name? Helena Bonham
Carter.
Carter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Helena
Yeah,
Bonham Carter.
yeah. She's just her hair is just gorgeous in it,
Yeah.
and it's like it's set in Florence. It's just like a total like um escapist movie for me. It's
Ah,
just
okay.
beautiful Florence, beautiful English countryside.
Hmm.
It's just I don't know. I really like those Merchant and Ivory films.
Yeah, I totally get it. And but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see a poster in your style. I think that would work.
Yeah,
So maybe people in the private commission world who, if you watch this video, go hit Anne up. Maybe she can fulfill her dream movie.
fans of Julian Sands.
Exactly. So speaking of posters, do you have any posters that you really like right now? Something you've seen lately that's like, oh my god, this is a great poster.
Well, I think I wrote down a few that I these are not like totally recent, like in the last year,
Yeah,
but I
that's
like
fine.
Killian Ing Nausicaa. Um,
Killian Agnostica, of course. Yeah.
I just it's just such a perfect artist for that film, and
Did you grab a poster or did you just see it?
I think I think that was a private commission that he did.
Okay, maybe you got an in with somebody.
Oh no, I don't know. He's done like a lot of private commissions. I know he did
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings Fellowship one. But yeah, this is just like the perfect artist for this movie because it's like so influenced by like Mobius,
Hmm.
that like early Ghibli style.
Yeah.
And then I really like that Jack Hughes Suspiria.
Jack Hughes. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Some posters are just like perfect, like
Hmm.
execution, concept. They're just like I don't know. You can't really top it.
Indeed, indeed.
It's, I don't know. It's just so well done.
I mean, he has a couple. I really enjoyed his Saint Maud piece he did last year, and also his American Psycho. He was on the show for American Psycho. We talked about it. I mean, those are all great pieces that he's done.
Yeah, that Psycho one or American Psycho. Wait, that's right. Is that how it's
Yeah,
American Psycho?
American Psycho. Yeah, where he pulls down like the
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just really good.
Indeed, indeed.
And it's got like the tiniest little specks for his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a great poster. One of these great ones.
and then
um,
that Martin Anton Star Wars, the is it like Spirit of the Force or something like that was the title.
yeah, it's like
We have that. Um,
yeah, that's a great
and
piece. I have that too. Do you have the foil or the regular version?
we just have this
Okay.
version, the
Mm.
regular, and I just it's like kind of in a well trafficked spot in our house, so I get to
Hmm.
see it a lot, and
Awesome.
it's just so many like great. It's like he picked out like every like iconic part of that film and like has like a little snippet of it.
Hmm.
I remember I listened to him um, talking about it. I think maybe on like one of those Mondo
Yeah, yeah,
happy
I
hour
remember.
things, and just the way he was describing like it's kind of like a little comic book, and just like the little like fighter scene where you see like Porkins gets blown
Yeah.
up. I don't know, like it's he manages to like have kind of like a I don't know capture like a sequencing, and then like the little like droids. Looks, they're droids.
Yep, he put it all in there, all of them, even like the ones that are faulty,
Oh what?
the faulty ones, like the ones that don't
Oh
work.
yeah,
So, like when he's at
the trash
the
can.
Java's place, and then
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
was it R5? I think it's R5.
The red guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's just I don't know. It's very
it's a great piece. It's a great piece. I have that too, but it's in a flat file, and I always I try to change it like during like the Christmas time. That's for some reason it's my Star Wars poster time. I mean, I got a couple up like in front of me, but on the side here, but on the wall there, I always
yeah.
go around Christmas. That's when I pull out the Star Wars guns.
Yeah, Christmas break is like for the trilogies. You bring out like you know the Harry Potter, the Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings.
Exactly,
But yeah,
exactly.
I love like how he has like the huge scale of Vader, and then
Yeah.
you know,
Also the lightsaber like in the background.
yeah, he's just he's such
Indeed,
a good
indeed.
artist.
He
He's
knows
so
his
good.
stuff. He knows
But
his stuff. He knows his stuff.
yeah,
Um, what is the latest poster that I mean? As we already mentioned here, you got one. But what's the latest poster that you grabbed for yourself?
I mean, I don't really collect a lot of posters, but we did get that the Seventh Seal poster just because I really like. Um, I don't know how to say what I don't know how to say his name.
Is it Jao Ruas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would massacre it, but
the
yeah,
Feral Kid.
it's just so good. Like I love how moody his stuff is, and just the way the textures. I don't know what he does, like if it's like charcoal or
Yeah.
I don't know how he makes pieces, or there maybe it's like acrylic. It looks like really watercolory, and
Hmm.
I don't know.
He's an incredible artist. I really love what he does, and that's one of the few artists that I really really like, and I don't have a poster of. So it's like I need to get one.
Yeah, Black Dragon's been releasing a
I
lot of.
know, yeah, I know, I know. I was like,
I'm
I,
glad
s-
I got.
I saw also the other one he did the other day, Tropical or something like. It's not based on a movie poster, but like
This
even
stuff. Yeah,
even this work when he draws like the foliage, that looks so good. I really love that.
yeah, it's just very moody.
Hmm. Is that already up, or do you still have it in a flat file?
It's still, it's like rolled up right here.
Ah, okay. There you go.
I'm terrible about framing stuff, so um, yeah.
Okay, but and what's the last one you put in a frame?
Um, the there's a studio in Chicago. Well, I think they're our friend in Chicago is part of it. Sorry Design.
Hmm.
They've been doing like a series of art prints based on like there's a greenhouse conservatory
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago that's like it's at least 100 years old. I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm.
but they have like this beautiful desert room,
Yeah.
and that's like one section of the greenhouse. And then they just released like one that was like the Fern House, which is like just this incredible
It's
space that
it sounds like the botanical garden here in Berlin. They have also like
yeah
this fern house, and they have like the desert house and stuff like that. It's like super super funny. That's like so
yeah
similar.
it's yeah it's a really nice place, but
Yeah.
it's they have like a desert room and then they have a palm room, and
Hmm.
then off of the palm room is like a fern room, and I think I'm not sure, but I think the landscape designer that did like Central Park
Okay.
also did the fern room, and it's just like you walk through these like they're like I don't know if they're like stone things, but it's almost like you're walking through like little ravines, and
Hmm.
it's just like every surface is covered in ferns and moss, and it's just like it's so therapeutic to go there in the winter.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a big fern fan. I got a couple of ferns in the living room, like super huge and big. It's like I love
yeah,
those.
yeah. I'm not great with houseplants. I always kill
but
them,
but
but
how? I
it's
thought
a
you like
couple years ago.
gardening.
What?
I thought you like gardening.
I do, but I like the help that you know Mother Nature does with the watering. If
Okay,
I
okay,
get
okay,
like a
okay.
house plant, they just kind of I forget about them and they just kind of go into the background, and then they just die because I haven't watered them or whatever. So I'm not good at the house plants, but I'm better at the outdoor
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah,
vegetables.
you get the help where it's needed.
So
You get the help where it's needed.
yeah, I'm like usually things are better at spring, and then like in the middle of summer when it gets drier,
Yeah,
it
and
starts going downhill.
it's like really. I mean, I have a lot of or we have a lot of plants here in the house, and it's like in the summer, basically you have to water them like every night. And it's like and it takes like 20 to 25 minutes to water all the plants here. So it's like that many.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. And I just live in a flat apartment. There's no garden. It's like
Okay.
it's just
Do you
all
have a
in.
balcony or anything?
We have a balcony, yeah. That's and that I didn't even include. Like it's just all the indoor plants that
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's like crazy stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting ready over the weekend. I think the upcoming weekend we will get all the balcony stuff ready to have it look good again.
Do you guys like try to grow vegetables and stuff out
Yeah, yeah,
there?
yeah. We always had
Yeah.
that. We have like paprika and tomatoes. That's what we always have. And then I have a kiwi plant, and
Oh,
I
really?
and
Is it a tree?
mm,
Kiwi? I don't
no,
know.
it was actually a tiny kiwi, like this big or something like that. Like not that big in the beginning, and now it's like it it's like it grows like super crazy. I thought it's gonna be done this year, and because I didn't water it at all over the winter, I didn't put anything around it or didn't do anything to it. And I thought, yeah, this time it's going to die. So I think it's the fourth year now that I have it, and I thought it would be dead, but it isn't. It like started blooming and blossoming. Like you can see the green buds, like all like leaves coming out. I was like, how does this plant do it? I don't know.
So you're getting kiwi fruit from it?
It's supposed to be. I had only one time so far. It's like they say if you have to wait 3 years to like when it could happen, and I had some flowers last year, which was the second year then, and the third year. Oh no, never mind. This was yeah, it was the second year. Was the year before, and the third year I didn't had anything, no flowers, anything. So maybe this year, and I try to see if it works out or not. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to like figure out how I can grow a kumquat tree, but because I managed to get some kumquats over
Hmm.
the like winter, but it's so like limited. I don't know, like it's not they have a short
Yeah,
span of where they harvest those, but
yeah, I get it.
I
But it
really want to have more of these.
But it's really
But
cool, like to have them. That's like I don't know. That's what I'm really happy about. I don't want to even like like eat them or anything. I just want to have it in the end and like to see how it grows. From a
yeah,
tiny like when it starts out, you see there's a first sign of this is gonna happen, and then it gets bigger and bigger. And like for example, with the paprika, it's like it's green and then it turns red or whatever color you have at the end, and it's like really cool to see.
those are just like the little peppers, right? The paprika peppers.
Like no, it's like a bell pepper.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. They're kind of little. I don't know.
I'm this big.
Oh, okay.
It's the big ones.
Yeah. I just started some pepper and tomato seeds, but
Mm.
they're babies. They're tiny.
Yeah, it takes a minute, but over the summer, it's like I don't know, like the apartment and like the windows and the balcony is like all southwest, so you
Okay,
get you
that's great.
get you get sun all day, so it's like that's
Yeah.
like perfect for growing stuff on the balcony. Like all the plants are like super big. I have like a banana plant, and
Oh yeah.
it started out as like I don't know, it was like this high as well in the beginning, and then it now it's like super big, has super big leaves and everything. It's like really cool, but obviously no bananas. But yeah, but so cool.
Yeah. You can use the leaves to fan yourselves.
I don't rip them off. I just wait until they fall off or anything happens to them. But then they start to get brown, obviously. So, but
Yeah.
but they're really big. I could do that, but I'm scared to take them off.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get back to some art. What are the things that you are that you or where do you do the work in your house? Let's put it this way. I mean, you sent me two
Well,
images, and
this is we have like a spare bedroom in our house that I just turned into my studio.
yeah, this is basically what
Yeah,
what you're looking at right now.
yeah, you can see my reflection. And then I have like a drawing desk that's kind of like I have my studio set up kind of like galley style.
Hmm.
So I have like the flat files and then my drawing desk. Um, and then on the other side I have the computer and scanner and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And then books on the other wall.
And this goes on with your work as well, but how do you work in that regard when it comes to creating your artwork?
Well, um, most of my poster stuff is um, like hand drawn elements, hand inked elements, and then I composite them in Photoshop
Hmm.
and kind of like, especially when if it's like going to be a screen printed poster, I
Mm.
have to kind of have it separated out into like layers, and I'm getting better at like not having my um, file be a total disaster. Um, it's a little more manageable. Like
Yeah.
I have folders like groups for the colors, and it's a little less crazy than I used to
Mm.
do it. But yeah, I usually start like sketching um, by hand, like in pencil, and then I'll scan that in and then kind of tweak it in Photoshop, like adjusting scale and stuff
Mm.
like that. And then I have like a little laser printer that I will print out a sketch
Hmm.
or print out like my kind of my uh, underdrawing, so to speak,
Yeah.
and then I can scale that however much I need to. Like lately, I've been inking things like almost at 100%. So like um, I'll you know my laser printer is only like 8.5 by 11, so I'll like tile that
Yeah.
all together and have like kind of like a large guide. And then I have like that picture I showed you. It has a light table that I got off of um, Craigslist a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
or a while ago. It's like 24 by 36, so it's huge. So I've just used I usually use like Arches watercolor paper that has kind of like a cold pressed rough surface,
Mm.
and then I tape that to my like underdrawing, printed out underdrawing, and
Yeah.
then I can just ink right on top of that, which is nice. Like I don't have to like redraw anything on top of the paper that I'm inking on,
Mm.
and
How
it's just
how do you do also like digital drawings then, or is it that's not anything you do at all?
what so most of the stuff, like all the line work, is usually like hand inked,
Uh-huh.
and then I scan it in and kind of like put it together, like Frankenstein it in Photoshop. Um, and a
Yeah.
lot of times I'm like, I didn't get something right. Like um, sometimes I'll redraw something a few times and then kind of piece together the parts I like um, in Photoshop.
Mm.
And then depending on what it is, sometimes I've done like the like ink fills digitally in Photoshop, but
Mm.
usually have some kind of like hand drawn texture or something to kind of um, I don't know, make it all work together. But I don't know. I'm not that great at digital painting, and I only have a like a pen tablet, not like
Okay. And like
a
this.
Cintiq.
Yeah.
So it's a little more difficult to do, really
Yeah.
precise drawing.
Yeah.
Um,
I have this one here just for some things I
yeah, I
just
basically
do.
have
It's
like that
like
a little bigger, but
it's weird. It's weird to do like look up and do all the stuff on the tablet. It's like I get it.
yeah. I mean, I've used that for years for that
Mm.
kind of work, so I'm used to that. But I don't know. I just like doing stuff by hand because I just find it more enjoyable, like the hand inking, and there's just more um, like possibility for something unexpected to happen.
Mm.
Like with digital, it's like they're are they have like some good brushes, but there's still like um, much more randomness if you're doing, using like a physical brush and ink.
Mm. Of course, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all really interesting. I mean, how it comes together in the end, and I think you can feel it in your prints, especially for example, like the one I have here, looking at the graduate, with like you can actually feel basically the printed brushstroke. It has like a certain texture to it when the print comes out, and you can see it. And I wondered how this was done digitally and stuff like that, and it's really cool that to get to know the process that is behind it. And yeah, some people mix it up, some people not at all, and yeah, that's really interesting to
Yeah, I
see.
mean, I feel like if you're gonna make art, you should make it in a way that you enjoy the process. So I really like um, painting with brush. I mean, I used to do some more work that had a pen and what is like the pen and nibs, but
Hmm.
lately I've just been doing more with my brush stuff, and
Hmm.
I don't know. I find that to be more enjoyable than just being on the computer. So
Yeah, I mean, do what you love. That's
yeah.
that's what's it all about. And how long does it take longer in the end, like doing this, or would you say it's about the same as like as a digital artist needs to?
Um, it takes. I mean, I'm kind of a slow worker,
Uh-huh.
um, and it takes longer. And just in like, I gotta scan things and print out, you know,
Hmm.
the sketches to draw on. So like, And if I want to like make a correction that's like something that's hand painted, I have to like, you know, print it out and
Hmm.
paint it again and scan it back in. So that can be kind of labor intensive depending on um, what the poster is. But I've done like, and that's usually for like the bigger like mondo type posters that are have like a longer um, gestation.
Hmm.
I think it's like, oh, there's not like a due date like that's really fast.
Yeah.
I did a poster last fall that was, like I need to finish it in a month. So I kind of, took that into account when I decided like how I'm gonna render it. So
Hmm.
um, I ended up doing that with like a pen and ink, um, and it was a lot faster than doing the brushwork just the way it is. But
Is is that also the what do I want to say? I forgot. Do you do sketches? That's what I wanted to ask. Do you do sketches also before, or do you just go into it? Like, how do you present like your idea in terms of concept and composition?
yeah, I mean, I do sketches. Uh, so I'll if it's like a film poster, I watch the movie a few
Mm.
times and then um, gather references, like, or I'll do like sketches and kind of like mental, just writing down like
Oh, okay.
ideas, um, and do sketches. And then usually I will scan in those sketches, and sometimes I'll like, um, sometimes I've sketched like use the pencil sketches kind of as a jumping point and then kind of clean it up in Photoshop, like sketch over that and just kind of do like a tonal
Hmm.
study just for, you know, to give a better idea to the client.
Yeah.
Uh, so, um, and usually if I do that I don't really like, unless like color is really important. It's usually like kind of a grayscale, tonal
Yeah.
sketch. And then once I get approval, then it's kind of like, okay, well, how am I gonna do this? And I don't know, like I spend it's I feel like I spend a lot of time gathering reference material for
Hmm.
stuff like um like that Paddington poster I did. There's
Hmm.
just like a lot of elements, and like I felt like that was like my job. I was just like gathering reference for all these like London like architectural elements, and then all the characters, and I don't know, each like the hot air balloon and the bears and the buses and the boats. It's just the telephone booth and the parrot and it's just like a lot of like things.
What is like, or how hard is it? I mean, your style is not, or I would say it's not like you see who it is, but it's not like photorealistic drawing
Yeah.
in this kind of sense. How does reference help you in this case to do that, to make it right? I mean, couldn't you like, I'm not going to say cheat here, but you know what I mean? Do
Yeah.
you the reference and like the end result?
Um, I mean, well, definitely like for these architectural things,
Hmm.
like I need to see like what what are like how does this actually work?
Hmm.
That Saint, I forget, is it Saint John's or Saint? I'm not sure what the cathedral is,
Yeah,
Saint
yeah,
James
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
I
I
sadly
don't,
don't know either.
I can't remember. But like it's kind of like with this kind of thing, I'm obviously kind of like fudging things. Like that cathedral is not actually like that. There's like it's like, shapes like like those traditional cathedrals where it's like if you're looking at it from above, it's like in the shape of a cross. So I kind of had to like take some liberty with that so that it would work within my composition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big Ben, proportionally, it's not like right on. So it's kind of like for this one, making, squeezing things and pulling things so that it actually works with the composition. I mean, I think when I did my sketch for this, I wasn't like, I didn't have a bunch of reference material in front of me. So I kind of like stuck these things where they felt right. And then kind of going back into it, you're kind of like trying to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like my job, even like with that old stuff, like all those old custom invitation jobs, it's kind of like making everything work. It's like putting a puzzle together,
Yeah. Okay. I see. And yeah, that's really interesting to see that process. And yeah, but I mean, there's reference there, but also not in this kind of sense because of your style. And I think that's really interesting how this comes together and how you work on it. Is there anything you can talk about that's not under NDA that is going to happen soon, print-wise?
Not right. I'm working on a few Mondo things, and then I'm working on something with Black Dragon Press. That I mean, I guess I could say it's like for a Satya Jet Ray film. It's an old Bengali director that I started watching some of his movies.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it started over a pandemic or before then, but I've watched a few of his films, and they're just really struck me. And so I approached James from Black Dragon about doing it because they're much more like, artsy, old films that feel like sort of his thing, and he was on board with it. So we're starting out with one poster, but it might become a series, depending on how it goes. But so
yeah, sounds very good. And is there anything else like IP wise or some idea that you want to work on, like music, older, newer movies, sports, anything you want to work on?
I mean, I'd like to do more gig posters. I haven't had a gig poster job in a while.
Yeah.
Just because I'd like that freedom again in terms of subject matter, and like not having to do something that, there's a film that exists about it. It's just whatever you want to do, really. So hopefully I can do a few more things like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Then let's come to my favorite question that I always like to ask all the artists, which is based on the book that's coming out soon, Film on Canvas. People bought it already, and there will be chances to buy it as well, people, so don't forget that. Which classical artist would you like to, or fine artist would you like to see make a film poster, and which movie or franchise would it be?
Oh, I saw this question that you wrote, and I didn't understand it as well. Like, are you talking about like a contemporary artist?
It doesn't have to.
Dead, or like
could be dead. So this the book is that's coming out. There might be a volume 2, so you're welcome to if you want to join us. But the idea was, for example, to do or some other people said Picasso, Blue Period. He would do an Avengers poster. And then the idea for the book was that the artist imagined how Picasso would do that. And then who would simulate the style of Picasso.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Um, I mean, I like Degas a lot, and or like Toulouse-Lautrec.
hmm
I don't know.
I think was it? I think it's Kiko Sternberger. She wanted to do Lautrec for I think it was it Avengers? I think it was for Avengers, but not sure. But yeah, that's what she wanted to do. But what movie would you want to see him tackle or Degas tackle?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I think he would be great for those like old period films, like
Oops.
um, Howard's End or um,
That's Degas now, by the way.
Room with a View, like I was saying before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's just his like color. Like I often like look at his work for color ideas because I feel like color is so hard to do, like color palettes.
hmm
Mm. Yeah, I like to look at his book for inspiration for that.
Okay. Okay. And
Like,
is there a new movie you would like to like see him do? I mean, I get the old appeal, but I don't know. I think it's like sometimes it's like interesting to see like this kind of crossover, having like
oh
an
yeah.
artist who's like very classic in this kind of way, and
Mhm.
then do a movie that is maybe very flashy and like a sci-fi movie or something like that, and do it in that
Oh,
style, you know?
maybe like Terminator. I just
Yeah.
watched the first Terminator
Oh, there you go.
like the other night, which was fun and uh, interesting.
Yeah. I can show you later some more stuff from the book
Okay.
when we're done here.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
people have seen some of it already, but I will show you something that they haven't seen yet. So stay
Okay.
tuned.
Cool.
Okay, we're almost done here. So my kind of last question would be: do you have any tips for the beginners out there, and when it comes to hardware, software, social media, utensils, or whatever they should do in terms of getting there where you are?
I mean, I feel like I came like to I don't know. It's kind of a organic process. You know what I mean? Like I I didn't like come out of school like and get to where I am. I did like the letterpress and did more graphic design stuff, and I kind of feel like I've only started doing stuff like this, in the last 5 years. So I don't know. It's kind of like just start making stuff. Don't wait to like get asked to do stuff. Just make the kind of work you want to make. Um, and that's kind of how things come about. Because I feel like people are not going to like hire you to do something if they don't see that already in your portfolio.
Mm.
And I'm not saying like to just make bootleg posters, but like, um, does it do stuff for, I don't know, non-copyright. Uh,
I mean, you can do. I think these are called tribute posters. So if you don't sell them,
yeah, like homage posters and stuff like that. Uh, I don't know. It's just kind of like, how do you start doing it? You just start doing it. You know what I mean?
mm.
And usually like one thing leads to another. So like if you do something that you really like, usually somebody out there is going to be like, hey, let's do something like that. Or, you know,
Yeah.
you don't have to like wait around for like your big moment or to get asked to do something, because I don't know. I just found that like if you build it, they will come. You know what I mean?
Indeed, indeed. But yeah, that's I think that's good advice, and a lot of people I think mentioned it the other week. It was like about some artists were questioned on Twitter. I saw, and it was like, yeah, keep doing what you're doing and just put it out there. The,
Yeah, and I think like now it's a lot easier with like social media um, to be, things seem much more accessible
Mhm.
now than I started out when like internet was not as big. Um,
Indeed, indeed.
like those jobs that I thought were just like so beyond me, like illustration and animation, that kind of stuff. Like now you see like all these artists on Instagram that are like, working for animation houses, and
Mhm.
they just seem like it just seems much more accessible,
Yeah,
you know?
I get it. I get it. Alrighty. This is it with the questions. Now it's just up to you, and let the people know where they can find you, and then you can give shout outs to any artist friend you like, your family, your daughter, your husband. It's all up to you, your parents.
I mean, my website is annbenjamin.com, which is very outdated, and then I have the Instagram where it has more recent stuff, and um, I usually like announce AP sales and stuff like that on there. Yeah.
All right. And then you're good to go with shout outs if you want to.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Then your chance, your chance. You had it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on in. It's been a real pleasure talking to you and finally getting to know one of my so fast and quick become my favorite artist in the poster world. And yeah, thank you so much for talking to
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having me. It was nice chatting.
It was pleasure, guys, and we'll see you guys next time when we talk to the next artist. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for stopping by.
All right, thank
Bye.
you.